What? What? $95? I quit. Boo! What's going on, YouTube? Been a few days since I recorded a video because I've been crying my eyes out. About said tears. Well, I've been crying tears. No, not really. But I quit. I'm at home. This is my home. Beautiful. I know what you're thinking. It's way too big for me. You know, I don't, I'm just a truck driver. I don't need a house this big. But I quit Prime and I went home. So, no. No, I didn't quit. You didn't really think that, did you? I mean, did you really think that I would quit? I mean, my gosh. No, but I did make $95. And I wanted to make this video because I've been saying I was going to make one about, talking about leasing, and I wanted to go over some of the numbers and stuff with you guys, and I did. I made $95. There's a reason why I made $95. Pretty good reason. Oh, I don't want that to fall down in there. But so yeah. Oh. And we don't get paper statements. I'm sure you guys knew that though. No, we get everything on our phone, emailed to us. I direct deposit. I've got a business account. Everything goes in there. Speaking of that, some people, and Prime will help you get it. They'll set it up for you. Some get a emergency fund account that they'll set up. Now I don't do that. I'm a good money manager. I don't need anything like that. Plus I like to know exactly where my money's going. I don't think Prime will screw you, but I don't necessarily feel comfortable putting my money in that account. Now I don't really know how the details on that, how it works. I'm assuming you have access to it. Maybe you can look at it. I don't know. I don't know if they set it up through an actual bank. I mean, I have no clue how that works. I just know I didn't need it, so I didn't sign up for it. I put all of my money in my business account, and then I transfer funds from there to my personal account, and whenever I need it. So, it's not something I was interested in. Also, you do have like a tire fund account that some of your money comes out of, which I'll kind of go over some of that with this. So, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of go over, why I made $95 and, kind of what comes out. So first off, the week prior I made $868.17. The reason why I only made that much on that week is because that Saturday night of that work week, the truck got hit by lightning. So Sunday is when my truck was towed to Springfield to Freightliner. Now I went home for 3 days, so you don't get paid for those 3 days that you go home. So I went home for 3 days. I had things I had to take care of. I had to get a phone because my camera was busted on the back side. I couldn't it was pretty tough trying to scan in paperwork to Prime, trying to use my selfie camera on an S9, Galaxy S9. The quality wasn't very good. Man, you had to be really still. So anyway, I had other things I just decided to go home, take care of, because I knew they were going to have to tow it, and I was going to probably have to get a loaner truck, and I figured I might even give them a couple of days, Freightliner a couple of days. I didn't know how quickly they could, diagnose the situation. Apparently not fast when it comes to stuff like that. So I went home for 3 days. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. No. Actually, I had 4 days off. I went home on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So, actually 4 days. Left out Thursday morning from home and went to Springfield. Stayed 2 days at Springfield, Thursday and Friday. Saturday morning, finally got back on the road. That's 5 days. No, 6 days. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 6 days that I wasn't running. I wasn't moving. My wheels wasn't turning. And if you're sitting still, man, if you're not burning, you're not earning. And I wasn't burning anything. My tires wasn't rolling. And so I can't make any money sitting still. When that happens, because I did get in this truck on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I ran all those days. So I made money. But here's the thing. So off the revenue from my prior truck was $2.06. All right. Now, let's see. Apparently, oh yeah, okay. So, and then my revenue from the trips that I run for the rest of that week, from Saturday to Wednesday, I made $2,727. Now, I think I've hit on this before. Then you have your deductions. That's your next section. So you got like your APU rental. That's $70 a week. My Easy Pass was $7.50. My highway tax, $10.58. A bunch of little stuff like that. Deferred truck payment, because they always defer your first truck payment. You'll have one when you sign your lease. But that first week they defer it, and then they take that out in payments each week along with the rest of your stuff. So it's $23.33 a week that they took out. My truck payment, which is $1,078 a week. You have an occupancy fee of $28.56. Not 100% sure what that exactly is. It's almost like they're charging you rent to stay in the truck or something. Permits, $40 a week. My total for all that, for the truck payment, APU, Easy Pass, deferred truck payment, owner occupancy, federal highway tax, all that stuff, comes to a total of $1,303.86. So you subtract that from the $2,727, and you're not left with a whole lot. It should be more than $95, but then there's other stuff that comes out. So again, like I talked about, the tire fund, there's money that comes out for that. That was $33 and something. So, all right, so I'm gonna edit this in because I messed up. The $1,303 is my fixed costs. Those are called fixed costs. And what I say in the video is that I missed taking something else out. I didn't miss taking anything out of my fixed costs. What I forgot was to let you know that the other stuff is your variable costs. So, except for your image trips, but like your wash for your truck, that'll vary a little bit depending on what you have done. If you just have like a regular wash, it's somewhere around $40, but it does fluctuate depending on what area of the country you're in. Then your fuel tax will fluctuate. Your DEF will fluctuate depending on where you buy it and how much it costs. Your fuel, truck fuel, your reefer fuel, and that will fluctuate depending on where you're at, how much you bought, all those things, and also what states you go through, because you get charged by the mile you travel through the state on the tax. So if I go through Texas, they charge me their tax rate on the fuel that I'm burning. They charge me by the mile. Then once I leave Texas, they stop charging me. Then once I get into, say if I'm going through Oklahoma, as soon as I hit Oklahoma, they start charging me from that minute to the moment I leave. They charge me those miles. They charge me tax, fuel tax on those miles. So it fluctuates. Then the mileage charge, depending on how many miles you go over on your lease, on what your lease says, like whatever, like if your lease says 2,000 miles a week, anything over that you're charged. So whatever you drive over that will fluctuate. So you're charged by whatever you went over each week. You went 300, it'll be one price. You went 600, it'll be another price. So that fluctuates. That's why when you subtract $1,303 from the revenue of $2,727, that's why you're left with more than $95, because I didn't remove the fluctuating costs yet, the variable costs yet. I forget, I'm missing something that I didn't remove, that I didn't take out. Anyways, so my total, by the time you, because I there was some stuff that they took out and then gave me back to, because I'll switch trucks. So when you switch trucks like that, it's like, it was weird because, and it is weird because it's like they showed my tire fund and the prior warranty fund and all that stuff that was in the account, and they show as if I'm like getting that back on that truck, but then turn around and they have to subtract that and take that away from you because you're not really getting that payout on it, because I'm actually keeping the truck. So it had some stuff on there that you normally don't see. Now then after they took all that out, it was a total of $8,095.14. Then when you get my reimbursement section, which was, like I said, a lot of like the prior tire fund and warranty fund and all that stuff, it come back out. So, or I got that back. So it was like I was deducted it, but then I got back, or I got it back, or I got it and then was deducted it. But anyways, my reimbursement was $6,798. You tie that in with the $2,727. The $8,095, you tie that in with the $1,303, and you get the totals on that, which was $9,000 and something. The revenue was 6, 7, 8. It was 9,000 and some too. And so when you subtracted those two numbers away, you got $95. Again, $95 for having 6 days off, nearly the entire week. There's times when I take a week off, depending on when I start my week at home and then come back, that I actually am in the hole, that I go negative. So actually to be $95 after having 6 days off was probably actually a good thing, because I could have went negative. I do go in the red sometimes, from time to time. I try to space my home time out to where I get a load or two in on the week before I go home, and then that way I can come back and get a load or two in on the week following after I come back, so that way I don't fully go in the red. Now, it don't always work out that way. Like I've said before, pay period goes from Wednesday at 4 p.m. and then the new one starts at Wednesday at 4:01 p.m. and goes to the next Wednesday at 4 p.m. So some of the stuff that, you know, like that I got reimbursed for too was like reefer fuel. You get discounts on it. Let's see. Some of the other stuff I think you get deductions for. I got $10 deduction for a wash on this truck. I think it's like $5 for using the app for your image trips to send in your trip information, paperwork stuff, fuel tax, DF, truck fuel, reefer fuel, $72 for mileage, because if you go over a certain amount of miles, they charge you for however many miles you go over, because you're leasing. And I don't know if y'all have leased a car before, but that's how it is when you lease anything. You got to stick to a certain amount of miles. You got to stick to a strict maintenance schedule and stuff, and if you don't do any of those things, you get penalized. So it's the same thing, which you're going to run most of the time over your mileage every week. So I got $72 taken out for going over my miles on my lease. So $95. The week before that, which was a partial week, made $868.17. The week before that, made $3,215.82. The week before that, made $4,238.68. You take those 4 weeks, you divide them, you add them up and divide them by 4, and for the last month, I averaged over $2,100 a week. Actually, I think it was more than that. Yeah. So that's still pretty good for a 4-week average. Now, before that, I had a $16.73 check. Now this is before taxes is taken out. I actually paid taxes. I paid $2,700 for federal, and state was around $900. Now, so back to this, made $16.73, because that $2,100 I don't think was accurate. I meant to write that down. Of course, I'm not prepared. I'm not good at this. I've got ADD. I can't focus. So the week before the $16 week, which is I took a week, I went home a week, made $3,938.40. The week before that, I actually had taken off a week, but I got my chunk of money back from finishing my prior lease. I talked about that in an earlier video. When you finish your lease, you get a chunk of money back. You know, a lot of times it's like your tire fund money. If you haven't used it all up, you'll get that back. I think there's, let's see, I can't remember. There's a couple other things I think you get back, and they may throw in some on top. I can't remember the exact what they told us in class. It's been a while since I took that class, and that's why, like, I'm not being too specific on some of these things. I'm just trying to give you guys kind of a hint of what I make out here and how it kind of works, because I know there's a lot of people that badmouth lease drivers, and they're like, oh, they can't make more than they don't make more than a company driver, and you know, if it's a one of the things I heard was, if it's a company that has company drivers and they're leasing to, stay away from them. That's not true here, Prime. us lease drivers make up around, I think last I heard was somewhere around 75% of prime. That means, no, 85% of prime. I think it was around 15% are company drivers. The other 85% is lease drivers. Why would Prime want to screw over their lease drivers? We make up the biggest percentage. Of course, yes, I'm sure they're going to try to give their company drivers some of the best paying loads because that's going to benefit Prime hugely when it comes to running loads. They're not going to screw the lease drivers because they're getting a chunk of that money as well. And then on top of that, yes, Prime owns or is like a sister company to Success Leasing. So, yeah, they're making money all across the board. So why would they screw over their lease drivers, though? It would make no sense to me. That would be bad business whenever they make up the largest part of your company. I mean, Prime is the number one. They're the largest reefer division company in the United States. I don't know why they would want to screw over their lease drivers. Are they going to make mistakes? Yeah. Are they going to miss things? Yeah. Are they going to overlook things? Yeah. They're a huge company. Thousands of drivers. Of course. You're going to miss something every now and again and upset someone. They do me sometimes. It's usually small things, but if you got to kind of stay on them sometimes about certain things. Otherwise, you might miss out. Now, sometimes if it's only like $30-$40, there's been times I was like, because I like Prime, so it doesn't bother me if I'd done something that they said they was going to reimburse me for, and they did. That's just like I've paid for washouts. I've paid for washouts on the trailer, and then I just throw it in on my taxes. Did I have to do that? No, I could have sent in the receipt. I mean, I told them that I done it. I sent it in on my paperwork. I would send the receipt in. They didn't reimburse me. I probably could have called them and said, hey, y'all didn't reimburse me for that. My fleet manager would have made sure it was taken care of, and I would have got reimbursed. I didn't care. I've only done it maybe twice last year. I don't even know if I've done it one time yet this year, and it's April. It's no big deal to me. I take pride in my job and I take pride in the company I work for, so that doesn't bother me. $60 for a washout is what I paid one time. That's pretty expensive for a washout, but you don't have to pay rent on the trailer. Prime pays a percentage of the fuel, especially for your first fill up on the trailer when you pick it up. They pay for the washouts on the trailer. They pay for the maintenance on the trailer. Tires blow out, tires need changed, air hoses need changed, something needs done on the motor, mechanic work, any maintenance on the inside of the trailer, the chute needs completely replaced, any repairs, they pay for it, man. They are, in my opinion, not trying to screw you. They could be a company that says, hey, you got to pay for everything we offer you. You're going to pay for the trailer. You're going to rent it. You want to come and contract for us, we'll rent you the trailer, charge you rent a month, you charge you part of the maintenance fees since you're the one running the trailers, and out here working them. They could do that and take advantage of us, and they don't. I think that's huge. I can't speak for other companies, can't speak for Swift or any of those. I don't know. I'm just trying to tell you what I know at Prime, and what I'm trying to tell you that you can't listen to everything that everybody says on YouTube. You see these guys out here that put down. I seen a video not too long ago. A guy said, Prime drivers training program sucks, and here's proof. And he showed like a 1-2 minute clip of a driver in a Prime truck and trailer having trouble backing into a spot. One guy or woman or whoever it was out of thousands of truck drivers. How do you come to the conclusion that Prime's training program sucks based off of one truck that you've seen having trouble? And I'm sure there's more trucks than they have trouble. We've got a training program. We have a lot of rookies out here. It's just part of it, man. So yeah, put down Prime and put down their training program. A lot of them is they're either jealous, you know, hold bad blood. Maybe they were a Prime driver and they felt like they was done wrong, or, you know, there's people that talk crap about Prime. You know, so a lot of them, they failed because of their own stupidity and they want to blame it on Prime. So yeah, you can't believe everything you watch and hear, man. So I know from experience, I'm here, and they've got one of the greatest training programs that, you know, I mean, I've heard other people, like I said, I can't talk about Swift and all them because I don't know. I don't do that. I don't talk about them. I just talk about what my experience is. So anyways, back to this. So that $7,351 I got that week, I took a week off, and I made that because of the money I got off of finishing my lease. The week before that was $1,019. The week before that was $1,995. The week before that was $3,160. The week before that was $2,006. The week before that was $4,612. And before that was a week that I went in the hole because I took 2 weeks off. I took the week at the end of December off, and then I took the first week of January off. So I was in the hole. So the week before that, you know, when I took those weeks off, I had made a little bit of money that helped pay for the truck payment and stuff on that 1 week that I took off in December, the very last week of December. Then I took the week off in January, which put me in the hole. And then and if you have an emergency fund, you can set it up where that money comes out of that emergency fund to pay for your truck payment. Again, I let it go negative, and then when I come back, I just run for a week, and usually in the first week, I'll catch it up. I'll make enough money to catch it up. So some people's like, oh, well, I feel like I'm running a week for free when I do that. No, you're just catching up. I don't feel like I'm running a week for free. I know that I'm in the hole. I've got a truck payment. It don't stop just because I stop. So I'm not, you know, I know I'm going to go negative. So I went 2 weeks, went negative that week that I come back. I was still negative after catching all the other stuff up. I was still negative 100 and some odd dollars. But then this week that I got this $4,612 on, that $100 and something dollars came out of that, and I still made $4,612. Add all those up and average them, I'm averaging over $2,100, and it's April. I'm on my 4th month. Now, yes, it's going to fluctuate. This week's going to affect that average. It's going to make the average go down because I'm only going to make $3,400 in revenue. Got on some crappy loads. All of them paying around $1.50. So it's not going to be great. My total, I wrote down my total for 15 weeks. I've made $32,518. First 15 weeks of this year. Holy crap, are you guys watching this on this video? What is this guy doing? It's a good thing he's got 3 lanes of empty spots there to snake around in. Looking good on this camera. So anyways, yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. I thought it was a good time to do it. Made a $95 a week. Might catch a lot of attention, you know, $95, oh my gosh, like, that's horrible. Nah, man, 15 weeks and I'm averaging $2,100, $3,400 this week revenue. You can just about split that in half, so I'll probably bring home around $1,500, because $1,700 would be split in half. So I'm guessing I'll probably bring home a little less than that. I've got it kind of down pat where I don't break out the calculator anymore and break down the numbers. I kind of can figure around where I start to cut it in half. The less I make, because you get about $1,300 a week is going to be your fixed costs. So $3,400, $2,400, it's $2,100 after fixed costs. So then you got to figure in for fuel, you know. So I've probably, yeah, maybe less than $1,500. But usually, you know, and then as the more you go up, like once you hit about the $4,000 mark, I can pretty much figure it's dang near right in half. And then if you make over $4,000 revenue, then more and more and more of it kind of starts becoming yours. When you hit those $6,000 weeks, you're gonna make over $3,000. You're gonna start making more than 50% of what the revenue is. Once you hit 4,000, it's pretty much guaranteed 50%. Less than that, it's more like, you know, 35, 40%. Maybe a little more, just kind of depends on how your loads hit, where the fuel's coming out, how much you fueled, how, you know, how good your fuel mileage was for the week, you know, because all that kind of fluctuates. So yeah, we'll see. I'll probably say something about it. Man, look, I've already been on here for 28 minutes and I haven't even thrown the intro in. Golly, man. That's another reason why I didn't want to go into exact little details. Yeah, it amazes me. Well, I'm still on duty. I've been on duty for 37 minutes. I forgot to switch off duty after I done my post trip. Man, it amazes me how quick time goes on here. I'm 34 miles from my delivery, and I'm just going to deliver in the morning. I was going to go ahead and drive there, but since I got that new law for the split clocks, I don't worry about it as much. Used to, I would push really hard to get there, and if they had parking, like they've got parking there on the street, I'd push really hard to get there, and then once I got there, that guy over there is trying to do a dang blind side. Sorry, I almost cussed. I grew up in construction work, around construction workers, so, you know, there's times, especially depending on what crowd I'm around, I'll cuss like a sailor. But anyways, just wanted to make this video for you guys. Letting you know what's up. I'm gonna try to get another video out really soon. I took a few days off because I really was kind of feeling under the weather. I wasn't necessarily feeling sick, but I didn't really feel myself. I get that way sometimes, just depending on the seasons. I think I know my allergies. I get down pretty bad sometimes with my allergies, man. And sometimes they don't even have to get real bad, but just because my body is fighting it, it will wear me out. Or, well, it don't wear me out, it just sucks my energy because my body's focused on trying to, you know, keep my immune system high. And I don't know, I usually try to stay hyped up on vitamin C out here, things to keep my immune system boosted. So I did, because I don't have a fridge in here, but I bought a little, show you guys. Actually, I'll just show you this. Bought that thing because I didn't have a fridge. $40-something. I bought it so I could stick a few things in there. Bought me some pickled quail eggs that I'm sticking there in a minute. But I bought some called something like Power Plus. It's got a bunch of like enzymes. vitamin C and vitamin B. Turbo Power Plus. Yeah. So, yeah, 47 vitamins, enzymes, herbs, super nutrients with aloe vera, noni, some acai berry, and maximum absorption, 72 ionic trace minerals, 17 power antioxidants, OPCs. Woo! So, anyways, yeah. It's got to stay cold after you open. You got to refrigerate it after opening. So, I bought that little cooler just to stick stuff like that in. Alright, well, I've talked long enough. 32 minutes, and I still got to put the intro in. Y'all be safe out there, man, and hope you enjoyed.